it's really impactful and you do a lot of things. And so my job as your account executive for your health insurance plan is to make sure that you guys don't forget to take care of you. Because if you're not here, if you're not healthy, your residents aren't able to be taken care of as well. And your coworkers have a lot more stress on them because they're working short. Every employer I talk to right now, they are having a very, very difficult time finding help. It is the difficulty of a fantastic economy, right? Unemployment's really low. So it's really important to have everybody at work and well, and that's what we're really focusing on. So kudos to the fruit, healthy snacks that I'm seeing today. We love that. I want to talk to you about some things that are available for free from your health insurance plan, because I want to make sure, it's not a bad thing to use your health insurance. It's a good thing to use your health insurance. It's good to be proactive and make sure you're taking care of yourself so that you can be here with the people who need you. So one of the things you have in front of you today is preventative health guidelines. This has been in a couple of different publications that you've probably received, but have you ever looked at it? Does this look familiar to anybody? A few of you? Okay. These are the preventative health guidelines, and these are all of the things depending on your age and your gender, as well as anybody else who's on the plan with you, whether that's spouse or children, get for free from your health insurance. So these are things that you should be having completed, and I recommend taking this with you to your doctor. Your doctor has a lot of patients with a lot of different health insurance plans, and it is not his job to necessarily know and understand the differences between all of them. So help him or her out. Bring this with you so that they know what is for free with your annual physical. I will tell you one that I see all the time. Under the preventative health guidelines, a basic metabolic panel is covered, 100%. You don't pay a dime for that. But if you get the comprehensive metabolic panel done, you're going to pay a cost for that lab. And we don't want you to be surprised by that. So this is a great piece to bring with you. Your doctor might say, well, you know what? I want to run the comprehensive panel though, because you've got these different things going on and it's really important. Great. At least you'll know though that it's not on the list and you can be expecting the charge so you're not surprised when you get a bill. So please pay attention to this. Please make sure you're getting your annual physicals, mammograms, unfortunately colonoscopies are on there. A lot of different types of preventative immunizations. Now some of those, I think we do flu shots here, but some of those other immunizations that you should be getting as well. Do you want to know a scary fact?
Yes. No.
Less than 40% of the members, so when I say members, that's employees, spouses, children, anybody who's on the plan, got at least one preventative visit last year. Look at all the things that are covered. Look at all you're missing out on. Go in and get checked so that you know that everything is good to go. And if there is something that they need to take care of, catch it early and get that taken care of. So it's all free. Other thing that I want to talk to you guys about that I just think is so exciting, virtual visits. How many of you heard of virtual visits, e-visits, video visits? Couple hands. Wonderful. Well, here's another scary fact. Throw out a guess. In 2018, out of all members of Bethany, how many video visits or e-visits were completed? We can combine it into one number.
0.
You're in healthcare, you're a little cynical. It's a little more than 0, but it's close. 2. To those of you who are on the traditional plans that have a copay as opposed to a high deductible health plan, this is free. Did you know that? Free. So instead of going to the doctor's office, making an appointment, going to the waiting room with all the germs, if you have a cough, if you have some sinus issues going on, if you've got a rash on your foot, your child has pink eye, your child has thrush. I saw a claim for diaper rash the other day, must have been some pretty significant diaper rash. A sty on your eye, swollen something or other. All of these things can be done, e-visits, video visits for free on the traditional plan. The high deductible health plan, you have to pay something for that because otherwise we violate IRS regulations. And so there is a charge for that. Now, what your charge is depends on whether you are on the True plan or the Signature plan. Remember, the Signature plan was the broad network. The True plan is focused on the Sanford providers. That's the one that was a little bit lower premium for you guys. So take note, and if you have a pen, write this down if you're on the high deductible health plan. If you are on the True network plan, you are going to pay $28 for an e-visit. They have cut you a deal on the video visits as being a member of the True plan, and they're making those available for only $20. The Signature series plan, that's the broad network, you'll pay $28 for the e-visit, just like the True, but you pay a higher cost on the video visit. Those are $49. But it's certainly less than what it costs if you were to go to the doctor's office and pay the full $100 to $150 for your doctor's office visit. So it's still at a reduced cost. The other thing that I really like, and what I've used them for, is I've gotten a picture from daycare before, where they say, Easton's got his eyes looking a little red, we're not sure what's going on, and I'm pulling the whole, oh yeah, I'm in a meeting, I'll get there as soon as I can to pick him up, you know, I'll be right there, but what they really want is me to come get him and take him home. But I've got to finish some things up, and he's spread that gunk to a couple other kids already. He'll be fine. Well, I'll get there in a couple minutes. In the meantime, I took that picture, submitted it through an e-visit. Within an hour, had eye drops waiting at the pharmacy. So I went and picked him up, went to the pharmacy, took him home, could get those eye drops in his eye to get him cleared up sooner, so I could get him back to daycare sooner, and I could get me back to work sooner. Because I don't have a lot of vacation time, it's pretty precious to me, and I'd rather not spend it at home with a kid with pink eye if we didn't have to. So use these e-visits to help keep you at work. That's a great benefit. The other thing is that they're available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And that's a really important thing because now you don't have to leave other children at home or try to find other childcare for other children that you have because you have to take this other one to the doctor. Or you don't have to drag your kids with you to go to the doctor for you or find someone to take care of them. Or if you've got something going on in the middle of the night, you can get it taken care of and have a prescription ready on your way to work the next day. Very, very convenient things, and I just don't think they're top of mind. We forget that they're available. And in the meantime, we're spending more money and going to the clinic and spreading, well, who knows what you're catching. You're maybe spreading things, but you're also catching some things. So make sure you're using these. And I think what keeps people from using them is they've never done it before. Is anybody brave enough to say they were the one of two in 2018? Oh, you were the one of two? So you went through the process. Did you do an e-visit or a video visit?
Video visit.
Video visit. How fast did you?
Within 20 minutes.
The nurse called and said, let's get the appointment set. How long did the video visit take?
5, maybe.
Okay.
And I was in bed in my pajamas, which is most important.
That's fantastic. I had a coworker do one when she was on maternity leave. She had mastitis. And she said the last thing she wanted to do was get out of bed, figure out what to do with this new infant, go to the doctor to get a prescription, and she knew what it was. She's had 2 other kids. She knows that she just needs a prescription to get this. So she did the visit, her husband picked up the prescription, brought it home. She didn't have to leave her bed. It was fantastic. So here's how they work and what the difference is. An e-visit is a lot like sending a mind chart message. How many of you have my Sanford chart? Pretty much everybody in the room? If you don't have my Sanford chart, the good news is you no longer need an encounter with a Sanford provider or a primary physician that's a Sanford primary physician to have my Sanford chart. So go out there, download the app on your phone, go out on the desktop computer, sign up, get an account so that you have those login details when you need the visit, so that you don't have to spend the time signing up for an account. Once you go out there, there is a spot that says start an e-visit or a video visit. An e-visit is all you typing some things that you send in. Unfortunately, mastitis requires a picture. So my poor coworker was like, this is a work phone. So she promptly deleted the picture as quickly as she could. But did attach because they need to see what they're dealing with, make sure that it is really what the situation is that you're describing, so that they're prescribing something that's going to treat that effectively and appropriately. So you fill out the form, you attach a picture if necessary, you submit it, you'll get a notification back once the doctor has responded and let you know, that doesn't look like what it is, or yep, that looks exactly like pink eye. I've sent some drops to the pharmacy on file, because they're going to ask you in there if the prescription is ordered where you want it to go. And it's done. It's usually done within an hour. The video visit works a little bit differently because now you're actually going to get on the video with the provider, and what you'll do is you'll submit, it's a pretty short form that says, what do you want to be seen for? You'll then get a call from the nurse. The nurse is going to triage you a little bit more, ask some more questions, make sure the doctor that she's getting on the line is appropriate. For instance, if you were calling because you had some mental health concerns, you were dealing with some anxiety or some depression, she's going to make sure she gets you to a physician that is trained in those mental health conditions as opposed to a general practitioner. So she's just making sure she's setting you up with the correct type of doctor. Then she'll set up the time and tell you what time that's going to be. You can log on within the 10 minutes before that visit, test your browser, make sure your microphone works, make sure your camera works, and they will join the call, just like you were going to Skype with your mom. And you go back and forth. They might ask you to, can you get in a little bit better light? Can you show me the rash that's on your foot? Those types of things. It's a lot easier. They can treat a lot more with a video visit. But then it's going to be the same process. The nurse has already asked if there's a prescription ordered from the visit today, where should we send it, and that whole thing. So they will then say, yep, looks like pink eye. Going to send the drops to the pharmacy. You can go pick them up. So again, a very fast process. And great for the middle of the night, because that seems like the time that we all say, oh, this is getting pretty serious. I should get this taken care of, or I don't want to have to deal with this tomorrow. Can I just take care of it tonight? So fantastic, fantastic option. So I would like to challenge you guys to get that number up from 2. What should our goal be?
3.
You're going to take it, you're going to handle it for the whole team, aren't you? You're just going to do the visit and say, met it, goal, done. Do you think we can get up to 20? 20, how many people are in this room? What do we got? 30 people?
I
40
think the better
people?
question might be how many are on the plan. Because I use Avera and
Sure.
I use the video visit, but
And so you've done, but regardless, you do the video visits, you enjoy them. I mean, they're pretty similar. I hate to say the A word.
I know.
But, again, it's still being used. I think they're more popular. I think you just don't know about it. So I'm going to challenge not just the people in this room, but the people all on the plan. You have plenty of members on your plan. Let's try to hit 20 visits in 2019. See if we can hit that goal. I'll keep Stephanie updated. Now, this doesn't mean you just have to call in to try to meet the goal, because they are going to wonder why you're calling. But if you have something that you're going to go to the doctor for, ask yourself if it would be more convenient for you and more effective on your checkbook to go through the process of going through my Sanford chart and actually just doing an e-visit or a video visit. I promise you it'll be cheaper. You will have a good experience. The question I get every time is, what if I still need to go to the doctor after? So here's what happens. When you go in and fill out the initial form for your e-visit or your video visit, there you need a debit or a credit card number to bill you. It will tell you that you may pay up to $49 for the visit. That does not get charged until the billing goes through behind the scenes to see what kind of discounting is on there for your insurance and different things. The other thing it's waiting for is if you're seeing the clinic within 7 days for that same diagnosis, they waive the video visit charge. So if you're on a high deductible health plan, that's where it would make a difference. Obviously on the traditional plan where you already have a copay, you're not paying anything anyway. But that high deductible health plan, you don't want to pay $28 and then go pay, the full office visit. So if you have to be seen in the doctor's office later for that same condition, within 7 days, they will waive that. If you don't, if it was 8 or 9 days and you think, well, it was for the same thing, it just wasn't within 7, get in touch with Stephanie. She can get in touch with me. I'll help you appeal that and we can get it taken care of. Very rarely does that happen, that it's not waived because it went on for too long after. The one that I see all the time that people end up going to the doctor's office later for was they had a sore throat, it didn't go away, they went in for the culture and it was strep. You can't do a lab over the phone or the video visit, so you have to go into the doctor's office and actually get that strep culture done. That's most often when we're waiving the charge for the video visit because strep cannot be treated over that. Questions on how these work? You guys are pros. Any questions on the preventative health visits? Awesome. Well, I encourage you guys to definitely take advantage of these free benefits available from Sanford Health Plan. I will stick around for just a little bit while you've got me, just in case you have any questions. I'd just as well be here for you. So I'll stick around for 10-15 minutes after, just in case anybody needs to grab